Modern man has lost his taste for the kinds of foods the Indians ate. How many American children will eat raw liver, dried lung, or sour porridge? How then can we return to the kind of good health the Indians enjoyed? Price found only one group of modernized Indians that did not suffer from caries. These were students at the Mohawk Institute near the city of Brantford. The institute maintained a fine dairy herd and provided fresh vegetables, whole wheat bread, and limited the sugar and white flour. So the formula for good health in the modern age begins with the products of a fine dairy herd. Whole, raw, unprocessed milk from cows that eat green grass. A highly nutritious substitute for guts and grease, and one that every child can enjoy, even Native American children who are supposedly lactose intolerant. Add some good fats, butter, tallow, and lard. Aim for liver or other organ meats once a week, but don't fret if you can't achieve this with your own children. Make cod liver oil part of the daily routine. Eat plenty of meat and seafood, and augment the diet with a variety of plant foods properly prepared, including a few that are fermented. Keep sugar and white flour to a minimum. It's a simple formula that can turn a nation of hungry little wolves into happy campers. Meanwhile, be skeptical of government guidelines. The Indians learned not to trust our government, and neither should you. What did the Native Americans eat? It was guts and grease. All the insides, such as heart, kidneys, and liver, were prepared and eaten, roasted or baked or laid out in the sun to dry. The lungs were not cooked, just sliced and hung up to dry. Intestines were also dried. Supotsis, or crow gut, is a Blackfoot delicacy made from the main intestine, which is stuffed with meat and roasted over coals. Tripe was prepared and eaten raw or boiled or roasted. The brains were eaten raw. If the animal was a female, they would prepare the teats or udders by boiling or barbecuing. These were never eaten raw. If the animal carried an unborn young, this was fed to the older people because it was so tender. The guts of the unborn would be taken out and braided, then boiled too. The tongue was always boiled if it wasn't dried. Even old animals have tender tongues, she recalls. The Indians also enjoyed fermented, gamey animal foods. The Coahuiltecans, living in the inland brush country of South Texas, set fish aside for 8 days until larvae and other insects had developed in the rotting flesh. They were then consumed as an epicure's delight, along with the rotten fish. Samuel Hearn describes a fermented dish consumed by the Chippewa and Cree. The most remarkable dish among them is blood mixed with the half-digested food which is found in the caribou's stomach, and boiled up with a sufficient quantity of water to make it of the consistence of peas pottage. Some fat and scraps of tender flesh are also shred small and boiled with it. To render this dish more palatable, they have a method of mixing the blood with the contents of the stomach in the paunch itself, and hanging it up in the heat and smoke of the fire for several days, which puts the whole mass into a state of fermentation, which gives it such an agreeable acid taste that were it not for prejudice, it might be eaten by those who have the nicest palates.